Okay, listen. If you click this video, you already know what game this is. I'm not about to explain Resident Evil to you like it's your first day on the internet. You know what this is, I know what this is, Capcom knows what this is. So let's skip the boring part and talk about how this game actually made me feel. Also, quick thing before anyone turns into a Reddit detective, I played 4 hours straight before recording this. 4. No sleep, no touching grass. So if I mess up one tiny detail, relax, please, let me live. What's up everyone, I'm your host Hamza Ahmad, and yeah, this game messed with me. In good ways, in annoying ways, in why am I still playing at 3 a.m. ways. First of all, Grace, brother, why is she moving like she's walking through knee-deep water all the time? I get it, horror, tension, vulnerability, but sometimes I'm like, Grace, please. We are not on a Sunday walk. That being said, that slow movement, it forced me to actually look around. Then I realized why it's slow, and that's when the game starts cooking. Because you stop running, you start listening. And once you start listening, yeah, now you're cooked. And for me, this is where the first-person camera really matters. Grace is first-person by default, and yeah, you can switch her to third-person if you want. The option is there, but I didn't. I honestly feel like Capcom wants you uncomfortable here. First person makes everything closer, too close. You don't feel like you're watching Grace, you feel like you are Grace, and that makes every mistake feel personal. Pause here. Just stop moving in the game. No music. Footsteps echoing. Something breathing. That silence? That's not peace. That's a threat. And the zombies? Nah, these are not your regular walk in a straight line and die zombies. These things have personality. I'm dead serious. One of them got bored and started switching lights on and off like it was playing with me. Another one was muttering to itself. One literally tripped over another zombie and I laughed, and then immediately stopped laughing because I remembered I'm still trapped in the room with them. That first-person view makes all of this worse in the best way. You don't get distance, you don't get comfort, you don't get to see what's behind you unless you physically turn. And your brain is always telling you something is behind you. And the gore? Capcom said, yeah, let's make this uncomfortable. You shoot a zombie in first person and their face doesn't just disappear, it collapses. Eyes pop, blood goes everywhere. And here's the evil part, that blood stays there. You come back later to unlock a door? Yeah, it's still on the wall, dried, dark, judging you. It's like the game saying, you remember this, right? Grace's whole blood collector thing is nasty but cool. You're literally harvesting infected blood like, yeah, let me cook something real quick. The hemolytic injector though? That's where I smiled. Stealth kill a zombie, watch it swell up and explode, or use it to dispose of bodies so they don't mutate later and ruin your life. That mechanic alone saved me from multiple heart attacks. And again, being in first person when you do that, way more intense. You don't feel clever, you feel relieved, like, okay, I survived that. But here's the thing I didn't like. Ammo. Or should I say, the lack of it. Grace does not get ammo like that. If you start shooting everything, congratulations. Now you're swinging a tiny knife that breaks like every other Resident Evil knife ever made. And you better pray nothing big shows up. That knife breaking never stops being stressful. Every swing feels like a countdown. And because you're in first person, you feel exposed. You don't feel cool, you feel desperate. And then the game switches to Leon, and it's like, oh, so this is what confidence feels like. Leon walks in like he pays rent everywhere he goes. Third-person camera by default, guns everywhere, cinematic as hell. And yes, you can switch Leon to first-person too. I tried it. But third-person Leon just feels right. That wider view makes him feel in control, like he belongs in this chaos. Shotguns, pistols, sniper rifles, machine guns, the whole buffet. And yeah, it feels amazing at first. Guns feel heavy. The impact is crazy. Especially after Grace, Leon feels like turning the difficulty down emotionally. Not mechanically, emotionally.
He even has an axe.
Which is basically the game saying, alright, you're broke, here's your last option. And honestly, that axe saved me when ammo was gone. Meanwhile, Grace is out here fighting for her life with a breakable knife. The contrast is crazy, and I think it's intentional. Listen to Leon fire a gun. That echo, that metal ring afterward. Now listen to the reload. That click, that weight. Sound design is carrying hard. Third person also makes Leon's action feel more cinematic. You see the chaos. You see the bodies drop. You see how aggressive everything is. It feels like classic Resident Evil action, and for a while, that's awesome. But I'm gonna be honest, after a while, Leon's guns started feeling familiar. Not bad, just familiar. We've been here before. Shotgun this, sniper that. Even picking up zombie weapons like axes and chainsaws is fun for like 30 seconds, then you realize they don't hit hard enough to matter. And here's my biggest issue. Most of the big boss fights go to Leon, which makes sense, but I wanted at least one big stealth boss fight as Grace. Let me outsmart something. Let me suffer. Let me panic. Don't always give me the power fantasy. Especially when Grace's whole design is built around tension. Some of the big enemies also feel straight out of Resident Evil Village. Big, ugly, glowing weak spots, easy once you figure them out. Not bad designs, just, yeah, I've seen this cousin before. Now let's talk about pacing. The game is around 10 hours long, and honestly, perfect. No filler, no padding, it respects your time. But why is there no mercenaries mode? Capcom, come on. Let me kill zombies and beat my own time. Let me cook. Performance-wise though, beautiful. Some drops during big boss fights, but nothing crazy. And the flames, bro. When Grace holds a lighter, that flame moves like it's actually reacting to her movement. In first person, that detail hits way harder. Small thing, big immersion. Voice acting? Just listen to Grace breathe. Listen to Leon talk.
I remember getting an invitation.
Well, he's waiting for you.
Yeah, that's elite. Grace sounds scared but smart. Leon sounds tired, experienced, dangerous.
You go to ask for.
The floor plan? Yeah, sending it now.
No cringe, no overacting. Just clean delivery that fits both camera perspectives perfectly. Story-wise, it's Resident Evil nonsense, and I love it. Kidnapping, conspiracies, Umbrella doing Umbrella things. I do wish Grace and Leon interacted more directly, though. Sometimes it felt like parallel stories instead of a real connection. That's not a deal breaker, just something I felt. Overall, this game didn't just scare me. It annoyed me. It impressed me. It bored me for a few minutes. Then it scared me again. And that mix, that's very Resident Evil. It's not flawless, but it knows exactly what it is. This game doesn't ask, are you scared? It asks, are you paying attention? And most of the time, yeah, I was. This was Hamza Ahmad. If you enjoyed this, hit like, subscribe, and tell me, were you Team Grace or Team Leon? I'll see you in the next one.